In this little video, we want to speak about patterns and how you can dissolve them, because we have good patterns. Don't dissolve them if you've got any
Yeah,
good.
keep those.
Yeah. But often we get dysfunctional patterns that just trip us up all the time. We keep doing it again and again and
You
again.
can do it for years, just like we've got that example in our book about the map problem.
And I was just saying to my wife a few seconds ago that, we've had 40 years that, we've gone through just about all the things you could go through.
And created a few patterns in
Yeah.
the way. So one pattern we had and was the late pattern.
Yes.
Where I'm a person that kind of likes to go places if we're going to go somewhere and be early. And my husband has this theory, especially in ISKCON, that nothing starts on time.
And I have to say,
And
just about every time we get there, it proves right.
Yeah.
But still, we got the pattern of my wife kind of like,
Getting
Prabhu, it
anxious.
said it was at 4, and let's try and be on time this time, because she's just got that feeling it's good to be on time. And I'm thinking, yeah, okay, but I'm sure it won't start till close to 5, because they say 4 so that you'll get there at 4:30, the beginners, and then the rest will get there by 5 or 5:30.
So how did we dissolve that pattern?
I don't know how you dissolve.
Well, I think we just, because we haven't kind of worked this through how we dissolved it, but it doesn't seem to be a problem anymore. I think what happened was that I just realized that we weren't going to be on time ever. And I just kind of realized that just by trying to be, and I mean, there are occasions when he is on time if it's a really, really important thing and we know, but just in general. And I had to realize I had to relax and that I didn't have to get uptight about it. And it was mainly my problem, actually, because he wasn't worried about it. And I just thought, okay, maybe we could just be a bit late and I wouldn't give it any meaning or anything. And I think I just relaxed and just not let it bother me, and started doing things, not waiting at the door for him, going, I started doing, and then he'd go, aren't you ready yet? And then we'd say, okay, yeah, let's go.
So this is an interesting thing. We've not scripted this one at all.
No.
This is free flow. But it seems like my wife has matured over the years to sort of look at, again, it comes to this responsible. She's not responsible for how I am, because I'm responsible for that, like it or not. And she's just kind of, over many years, got used to that and thought, well, I could fret and fume and
Get all intense.
and get all intense.
Yeah.
Or I could, I'm just making this up here as I go, I could either get in my own car and go early and say, probably I'm just going to go because I like to be on time. So she could go herself. Or she could just relax a bit more and do some things. And
I
go
think we've
along
done
with-
a bit of both of that. Sometimes I have, if it's something I want to get to and I, really want to be there on time, I've done that, haven't I?
So I'm getting the message coming through. If you've got a message to convey here, is that we have to look at what's going to work.
Yeah.
What's working, what's not working. What's not working is the pattern of, Prabhu, you said it was 4 o'clock this program, and I've been standing here.
No, that wasn't working. It was actually making it worse, to be honest.
Yes, and yes. So I'm sure many people would do the
might
same
relate
thing.
to this.
You might relate to it. So we have the choice. How do I respond? This was one of our other little videos. How do I respond to the actions of somebody else? So I'm kind of not keen on getting there earlier than anybody else being the first there. Yeah. And then Vimala's sort of faced with, well, how do I respond to that? And she's, as I said, matured, and she's dealing with it at different times. Sometimes if it's really important to her, she'll make it very clear and say, hey, are you going to come early today? Because I really want to be there. So if you don't, hey, it's cool. I'm going to go on my own. Or she may relate to me that, hey, we've only got one car today, so I really want to be there on time. It means a lot to me for whatever reason. And then this little dull guy over here might wake up and think, well, this means a lot to my wife. So, hey, I go into a different mode. It's very important for my important person in my life, so let me be on time because it means a lot to her. It's not just getting there because it said it's 4 o'clock.
And it is helpful sometimes to purposefully identify those patterns, because I know in the past we've said, hey, is this a pattern? Because once you identify that it's a pattern, then you can do like what we did with our map problem, is before it gets out of hand and we get resentful to each other for this pattern, you sit down and say, okay, how can we use the third alternative and make this work for us?
Yeah, because this is not working.
Because what we're doing is not working. Yeah. So there you go. That's all about patterns.
More on patterns.
Yeah, patterns will keep coming up, so we'll have more on them.